would like all our viewers to please stand by as the JV game went overtime, as the varsity boys will start warming up. Thanks.
can leave it off. Hello and welcome to another exciting night of Panther basketball live on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. I am Luke Marx. Alongside me is Cole Krueger, bringing you another action-packed game here on OCA Media Sports. Tonight, your Oregon Panthers take on the Monona Grove Silver Eagles in a actually it is a Badger Large Conference matchup. We would also like to thank our sponsors once again who help make this OCA Media Sports exclusive broadcast possible with generous support. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And by Culvers of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and your local Pizza Pit. Tourist Insurance is again our scoreboard sponsor this year. Tourist Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978. Well, we'll just step away here for a couple of minutes, awaiting Coach Blanke for his arrival to get up here for the pregame interview. And when he gets up here, we'll be back with more here on Oregon basketball on OCA Media Sports. Well, we're back here on OCA Media Sports, and now Coach Blanke's up here, so it's pregame interview time again here on this Friday night as your Panthers again take on the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. Coach, welcome on up once again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course, Panthers coming off of a nice W against the McFarland Spartans. What are you expecting out of your boys tonight coming into this one?
I mean, look at the student section quick. I expect a lot of energy, a lot of juice from our guys. I think it's exciting to play on a Friday before holiday break.
There's a lot of juice in that JV game, too. It was a fun one. Fortunately, coming up on the short end, but, played well. What are you expecting from Monona Grove tonight? What do you think they're going to bring to the table against you guys?
Well, I mean, they spent some time in the weight room. They're solid. They run a lot of split action stuff, and we just got to be aware of scout and where we're at as far as who we're guarding and what they can do.
Of course, this is a somewhat young team. Of course, Isaiah Erb, Emmett Toyala being the guys for them. Who do you expect to shine tonight in that star role for them as Cole Enda moved on to college?
Well, hopefully none of them. Erb's a really good player, and I love his game. I think Erb is going to do a really nice job there tonight, and we're excited to see that matchup. And then Toyola, we're going to go Vaughn there to start, and we're super excited to see that matchup as well.
You mentioned Vaughn. Vaughn been a little slower as of late than he started the season. Of course, free throws have been a big thing for him. You expected him to get to the line a lot tonight, knock down some shots there, and get his point total risen a little bit from where it's been at lately.
I sure hope so. I love when he's aggressive towards the rim, and hopefully we can get him some open threes. He hasn't shot it as well as he can, but, I mean, he's got someone in his grill at all times, so hopefully he can get that three ball going and get to the line.
Yeah, we can get that going. Vaughn is going to be he's already something special, but it's going to be
sure.
something extra special if Vaughn can start knocking that three ball down. That's really all I have for you here tonight, Coach. I appreciate you coming up here again, providing some analysis as to what we're going to see tonight again. Congratulations on playing well earlier tonight. Good luck to you guys later on tonight for the varsity game.
Happy holidays.
Now finally I can bring in my counterpart Cole Krueger, my main man, the analyst I like to call him. And Cole, you want to provide some of that analysis as we look ahead to tonight's varsity matchup?
I'd love to, Luke. The Oregon Panthers are coming off their best game of the season with a win over McFarland Tuesday night. I've been saying all year that they need to give more guys the opportunity and help out Vaughn Carvela, the star of this Panther squad, and they did that. Diaz, Kreckman, Carvela, and Wolank all scoring over 10 points in the win. Very good game from them overall.
Yeah, Henry finishing with 16 points and 14 rebounds. He's telling me tonight, this season so far, he's averaged 8 and 8. He intends to get those both above double digits tonight, so we'll see if he can bring that to the table. We'll see if Vaughn can get back to his ways. He's been a little slower as of late. We'll see how the Panthers do from beyond the arc, because we saw on Tuesday night a lot of scoring inside, a lot of twos, a lot of free throws. It was not the three ball, and it really hasn't been all year. So want to see if they can get back on track with that. Of course, that defense they played on Tuesday was very good, in-your-face, gritty defense. They were all over the place. They were active. So we're going to see if they can bring that to the table again tonight against an MG squad that has had an up-and-down season, dropped a couple bad ones to a team like Fort Atkinson, but also caught Wanakee sleeping and got a dub early on in the season against them. Of course, Wanakee did shoot 2 for 25 from 3 in that game, so it's hard to win a game shooting with numbers like that. But a win is a win no matter how it comes. So MG, we're going to see if they're on the better end of their performance tonight or if they're on the lower end of their performance tonight. Now it is that time. We send you over to our PA announcer, Michael Stapleman again. Get ready for your ears, guys.
Fans, and welcome to Oregon High School for today's Badger Conference matchup between the Silver Eagles of Monona Grove and your Oregon Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, please rise if able, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Monona Grove High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Athletic Director Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. We'd also like to extend a hearty thank you to tonight's officials, Josh Cash, Mike Wallace, and Rob Schutz. Thank you for your continued efforts in supporting high school athletics. And now here are your starting lineups. First for the visitors from Monona Grove. Number 1, Emmett Toila. Number 5, Isaiah Erb. Number 12, Cal Worth. Number 13, Lucas Faldy. Number 21, AJ Nelson. And now for your Oregon Panthers, number 3, Henry Crackman. Number 12, Grant Walling. Number 21, Nolan Arford. Number 22, Ryan Dins. And number 24, Vaughn Carvala.
Well, we hear our starting lineups there, and you know what that means? It's about that time we kick things off here at Oregon High School. Same 5 for the Panthers that we've seen generally all season long. We'll see if Caden Diaz makes a return to that starting lineup at some point, or if he'll ride that 6-man role, which is a role that he seemed quite comfortable in on Tuesday night. Carvala versus Lucas Savaldi here for the tip. Carvala taps it to Wallenk, and the Panthers open it up with control. Wallenk immediately met there, being worked on by Erb. Wallenk forced to kick to Carvala. Now he swings to Henry Kreckman. Wanted Wallenk there on the back cut. Now Kreck works left. Good drive by Dins. Dribble. Right-handed lay. No good. Rebound there for Cal Worth. And here comes Emmett Toyola. Right into a 3. It's Worth. Doesn't take the shot. Instead gives to Isaiah Erb. Now back to Worth. Toyola gonna pop for 3 now. No good. Kreckman battling and controls the rebound for Oregon. In transition they'll run. It's Carvala working baseline. Blocking foul against Isaiah Erb. Picking up his first team foul.
Isaiah Erb is a guy that the Panthers are going to have to contain tonight, shooting nearly 50% from 3 this season. Both good on the offense and defensive side.
He's done a good job on all ends so far this season. Panthers setting up in a box look. Din's got to make a decision. Just goes into Carvala there, left corner. Carvala tosses it into Kreckman. Now Kreckman forced to work on Svaldi. Kreckman jumps into the lane. Now turns on with that left hand off the high glass and in. Henry Kreckman puts it through, and the first points are on the board in favor of the Panthers. It is 2-0. Only a minute in here. The drive from A.J. Nelson. He kicks to Worth. Now back to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Wallenk, and Svaldi will find Erb. Erb jab step spins on Erfurth. Erfurth pokes it away. Nolan Erfurth, a stout defender for these Oregon Panthers so far this season, and expect that for him for the rest of his young career.
And that's a matchup that we're going to be looking at all night. Erb and Erfurth.
Here is Worth with it, guarded by Dins. Finds Svaldi for 3, no good. Rebound will just go out of bounds, so team rebound for Oregon.
Monona Grove starting off 0 for 2 from 3 tonight. They're a very good shooting basketball team. Panthers are going to have to close out, not let them get a lot of those looks tonight.
Neither look has been particularly open so far. Here's Carvala. Now an open 3 for him, no good. Rebound, Savaldi not able to control it, but in the end, Isaiah Erb does for Monona Grove. Here comes Toyola. Be guarded by Carvala. Handoff now to Erb. Screen set there. Erb gonna pull up off the screen, no good. Erfurth the rebound over top of A.J. Nelson. Back again, the Panthers come with Carvala. Stutter step, loses the dribble. Now regains spinning on Erb. Step through with the right hand is good. Vaughn Carvala, a couple of shifty moves, gets himself to the basket for 2.
It took Carvala a while to get on the board Tuesday night. Gets up on the board early.
Wallenk with a strip there. Panthers gonna run in transition with Kreckman. Kreckman working inside, and a foul again against Isaiah Erb, trying to take those transition charges. Both of them have not gone his way so far. This time a shooting foul gonna give Kreckman 2 free throws. Henry done a good job converting on those this season. Front end here. Not gonna go through for Crack. Sub here from Monona Grove, Caden Connor into the game, taking the place of Isaiah Erb. Connor, a pitcher for the Monona Grove boys baseball team, committed to Xavier. Just a junior this year, a bright future in front of him on the diamond. Kreckman knocks through the second one. Connor pitched against us last year, and we played him, and he no-hit us, so he's a great young pitcher. But see how he does in the basketball court here. Drive from Svaldi is a bad miss there. Great contest from Carvala and Wallenk. Wallenk stuffed in transition. Got to find a pass here, in trouble. He tries to dump it off to Carvala, but turns it over. But Din strips it right back. Now it's ahead to Carvala. Carvala, the right hand, will not fall. Tough angle. Svaldi making it even tougher. Panthers come away with nothing. Toyala loses that one out of bounds, but it will stay with MG. Looked like Erfurth or Wallenk could have tipped that one out of bounds, but it very well could have gone the Panthers' way as well.
Both games this week, the Panthers have gotten off to a hot start on defense, looking to put some more points up on the board and kind of mimic that start they had against McFarland Tuesday night.
That one into Caden Connor. He's guarded by Henry Kreckman. Swing it to Savaldi. He'll earn that Carvala matchup. Connor thought about a 3. Now works inside, and a reach is called against Henry Kreckman, getting a little bit too much contact there as he drives on Caden Connor. Box look from the Silver Eagles here. Get it into Caden Connor. Kreckman almost came away with that one. Just missed it by a couple of inches. Drive in the corner, and a foul comes before A.J. Nelson steps out of bounds. One will go against Ryan Dins on the body. Do believe, yeah, I think they signaled it for Dins, so P announcer incorrect there, I believe. Kick to the corner. Connor gonna try a 3 this time, puts it through. MG's first points coming 3.5 minutes in, courtesy of a Caden Connor triple. Wallenk will set a screen. Connor gets the switch on Carvala. Carvala through traffic, finishes at the rim. Vaughn Carvala just powers by, flashy past everybody. Vaughn Carvala very quick to move in transition. Now the drive, the right-hand lay from Toyala is good. Back the other way comes Erfurth. That one poked out of bounds by Svaldi. Stay with Oregon. Caden Diaz checking in here for the Panthers. Looks like he will take Erfurth's place.
Like you said, Luke, Caden Diaz played a great role off the bench Tuesday night. Hit a couple triples and scored 10 points for this Panther team. Looking to have another great night tonight.
One of 4 Panthers to finish with double digits on Tuesday. Here is Diaz. Ball in his hands for the first time. Will go right with it on Toyala. Steps outside. Now in trouble. Finds Kreckman. Kreckman working on Svaldi. Finds Wallenk in the corner. Caden Connor quick to close out on Wallenk. Wallenk had plenty of open looks on Tuesday. Did not take them. Now he works inside of the free throw line. Spinning. Trouble will go up with the right hand and finish through contact. 2 points there for Wallenk.
Great finish by Wallenk, who through the first couple of games struggled a little bit, but starting to pick it up through the last couple.
That he is. Svaldi flips that one up. An uncomfortable look and a miss there for Lucas Svaldi. Here comes Kreckman in transition. Will dump off to Wallenk on the trail. Wallenk wanted to find Carvala on the back cut. Instead, will find Carvala in the left corner. Carvala going to try a straightaway triple and an air ball from Vaughn Carvala. Still struggling mightily from beyond the arc. Doing most of his scoring inside the three-point line right now. Toyala going to try a 3 of his own. No good. That one off top of the backboard, controlled by Caden Diaz. He will run in transition. Inside out dribble with the right hand will finish. Loses the defender, Caden Connor there, and a tough move from Caden Diaz earns himself his first points of the night. Here's Toyala with it. Dins will close out on him. Now they swing it left for Lucas Savaldi. Stepping outside for three is Toyala. It's good. Emmett Toyala on the board now for Monona Grove. Monona Grove Cole, as you have talked about, shoots that free three really well. Already made 2 tonight. Carvela fouled on the floor. A couple of subs here. Mason Hoffer in for Ryan Dins. Savaldi and AJ Nelson will take a seat for Monona Grove. In place of them, it's Austin Luchetti, as well as Cal Worth back into the game. Here's Wallank with it. He finds Kreckman. Kreckman working left, hands back to Wallank. Screen comes from Kreckman. Now Wallank gets the switch out of a much smaller defender there. Kreckman works right, finds Diaz in the corner. Diaz thought about a triple now. Instead will swing to Wallank. Now back to Diaz. Panthers moving the ball quite well so far. Not a lot of pass lane jumps from MG. Wallank, or should say Carvela to the rim for 2. Vaughn Carvela early and often to the basket.
6 points to start the game for Vaughn Carvela. I don't think he had 6 until maybe the second half Tuesday night.
Timeout Panthers here off of the made basket. Just a quick 30-second rest for Coach Siebert's boys, finding themselves up 13-8 here in the early going still. Just saw Nolan Erfurth check in. Let's see whose place he takes off of the timeout. First buzzer there. Looks like Erfurth will take Wallank's place out of the timeout. Joe Otto also into the game for Monona Grove. Luchetti will inbound to Toyala. Still 12 minutes to go in the first half. Plenty of scoring early and often here. Could see a high-scoring game. That's what I've been told all day, and let's see what we get out of it. There is a miss from Otto, I should say. That was Caden Connor on the miss, but the follow from Austin Luchetti is good. Now Diaz just gonna walk into a wide open 3 ball, no good. Not the look that MG want to see from Caden Diaz, but a miss lucky for them. Toyala will run in transition. An ugly miss there from Emma Toyala off the side of the backboard, but he gets his own rebound. Second chance for Monona Grove now. The drive and the finish, no good from Joe Otto. In transition, it's Erfurth. Hands to Diaz now to find Kreckman in the corner. Kreckman quiet so far with just, I believe, 3 points. Erfurth with it, now swings to Diaz. MG is switched into a zone. They find Carvela, who tries to flip it up with the right hand. No good, not quite strong enough. Carvela cannot finish. Wallank will check in. Toyala here, left wing. They find Herb. Now the swing to Worth, back to Toyala for a 3. No good, a bad miss. Another offensive rebound off of his own miss. Kreckman blocks that Toyala shot right out of bounds.
Henry Kreckman, like we said, coming off that huge game where he was just 2 assists away from a triple-double. 16, 14, and 8 for him.
Kreckman will get a rest there after that block. Wallank back in. Toyala gets his first rest. Lucas Savaldi back in. Herb spinning on Erfurth. Wallank, good help defense there. Nolan Erfurth walling up. Now Carvela runs with it. He finds Erfurth. Erfurth working left. Dumps off to Hoffer. Now finds Diaz. MG again looks like they're in a zone. Yes, they are. 2-3. Shot 3 from Carvela is good. Vaughn Carvela. Got to be something we see more often from Vaughn.
Yes.
Is that 3-point basket. Now 1 of 3 tonight.
He's just shooting 15% on the season. Not a good start, like you said, Luke.
Herb misses there. Carvela on the rebound. Loves to run in transition. Now is slowed down by these MG defenders. Has to find Erfurth. Now back in the corner. Carvalho once again wide open triple. This time no good. Offensive rebound for Hoffer. Finds Wallenk, who steps through traffic. Kicks to Hoffer in the corner. Mason Hoffer's three no good. This time Isaiah Erb comes up and collects the rebound for MG. Back come the Silver Eagles. Hoffer pokes that one away. In transition, he'll run and finish with the right hand. Veteran move there. Lets Erb go by him before finishing. Panthers up 8 now.
Great play by Mason Hoffer, who just seems to be improving every single game.
Here's Austin Lucetti here. Swings to Worth, now to Otto. Otto steps through contact, finds Lucetti, pulls up from the mid-range and knocks it through. Austin Lucetti now with 4. Here's Hoffer with it. Swings to Carvalho, now to Erfurth. Relentless pressure from the Silver Eagles. It's Carvalho. Finds Diaz, now ahead to Wallenk. Wallenk fouled on the way up. Gonna get Lucas Savaldi on that one. 4 subs here for MG. Zach Paulus in for Oregon. Isaiah Erb, the only player to stay on the court for MG. Paulus will take the place of Caden Diaz. So Toyala back into the game. Cal Worth back into the game. Run over the top. Grant Wallenk makes the catch. Finds Carvalho. Carvalho drives, spins, loses his footing, finds Paulus. Now Carvalho, jab step triple, no good. Now down to 1 for 5. Carvalho! Great pass from Erfurth. Carvalho flushes. Two-man game there that we're gonna see for the next 3 years. Couple big makes there from Carvalho, now up to 11 points. Wallenk gets a little bit too much arm of Erb. AJ Nelson also back into the game for MG. Chase Yenko for MG. Need some audio feedback here. That's through the gym, not through us. Carvalho takes a rest. Wallenk takes a rest. Kreckman and Diaz back in. They get some PA feedback, so you guys might not be able to hear it. The drive from Toyala, stepping through Diaz, finishes and 1. Tough make there from Toyala through contact, and will earn himself a free throw for a 3-point play. Toyala just the 1 free throw coming here. Puts it through. Diaz up ahead this time for Oregon. Will bring it up, play the point. Switch comes, that one poked away. Toyala can't handle it. Hoffer playing and pokes that one away. A little pickpocket there. Paulus now in transition. Charge. Finally one that goes the way of Erb. 3 chances at it, just the 1.
And the Panthers have done a great job of shutting down Isaiah Erb. He's averaging, I believe, nearly 15 points per game for this Silver Eagle team, and I don't think he's been on the scoreboard yet.
Paulus will have a seat. Carvalho, just a quick break for him. Now with it, it's Toyala. Carvalho will defend, and they swing to Worth, back to Toyala. Erb on the cut, no pass to him. Toyala through traffic, poked away, but controlled by the Silver Eagles. Spinning as MG there. Now the drive by Toyala through traffic, flips that one up and somehow is controlled by MG. Here's a shot from Worth, no good. Rebound goes to Mason Hoffer. Here comes Kreckman. Lobs over to Carvalho and out of bounds there as AJ Nelson cannot keep his feet in bounds. We'll stay with Oregon. Clock now will tick under 7 remaining in half number 1. Caden Connor back into the game for Monona Grove. Chase Yenko goes out.
I want to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Mason Hoffer down there. He's been rebounding, a couple steals to his name, doing a lot of the dirty work despite being only 5'11".
Galworth takes his seat. Lucas Savaldi back into the game. They dump off inside to Kreckman. Kreckman in traffic, now finds Carvala. Carvala gonna try another three, another air ball. Carvala, man, just struggling with the three-pointer. Now 1 for 6 from 3. Tonight, not improving that three-point shooting percentage so far. Still has 11 points, but 8 of which are from inside the paint. Shot 3 there from Toyala, no good. Panthers lucky, was pretty open. Kreckman will run in transition with it. Finds Erfurth, another Panther who is struggling from the three-point line. Here's Hoffer, guarded by A.J. Nelson. Spinning, goes baseline, stepped out of bounds. Dins checks back in for the first time, will take the place of Hoffer. Hoffer, a good first shift. Couple steals, couple points, couple rebounds for Mason Hoffer. Doing the job he's been asked to do by this Coach Siebert-led Panther team. Again, Cole, like you said, the dirty work, as a lot of people call it. Things he's not rewarded for, getting some steals and assists, rebounds, the like.
Indeed.
Drive here from Nelson, flipping it up with the right hand. It's good. Monona Grove cuts the lead down to 3 now. Carvala through traffic, spins with the left hand, can't finish. Kreckman, the offensive board, and is fouled on the ground there. Let's see who they get that one on. It's gonna be A.J. Nelson. Carson Hanneman will check in for the first time.
Coming off his best game this season, Carson Hanneman.
Austin Luchetti back in. Diaz takes a seat. As well does A.J. Nelson. Also in the game for MG for the first time tonight, Gavin Habelwitz. Carvala through traffic, the right-handed finish again. For Vaughn Carvala now up to 13 points. So Diaz checks right back in now. Savaldi finds Caden Connor. Back to Savaldi, thought about the 3. Head fake there, now finds Luchetti. Now drives and tipped. Kreckman in transition. Henry Kreckman puts it down again. Another dunk from Henry. We've seen 2 in as many games. Luchetti now double comes. That's a travel for Austin Luchetti. Panthers fired up. Joe Otto checks in for Lucas Savaldi. Diaz checks in for Erfurth. Panther lead right back up to 7 as it was just down to 3 in a couple transition finishes for Oregon. Clock down to 5 minutes. It's Diaz, wide open triple. Caden Diaz puts it through. Just as you would expect, timeout MG. Panthers burst off the bench. 10-point lead, their biggest of the night now. Caden Diaz on the 3, forces a timeout there for the Silver Eagles. Panthers firing on all cylinders in these last couple possessions.
And the energy in this building is starting to rise after those last 3 Panther possessions.
Cannot leave Caden Diaz open like that. You will get burned, just as Monona Grove did on that last possession. See with the Silver Eagles, they gotta do something to climb out of this deficit. Panthers a chance to once again find themselves their biggest lead at a halftime yet this season. All over MG right now. Toyala with it. He'll start the possession for the Silver Eagles. Out of the timeout, a couple players will check in for MG. Next time the ball is stopped, it's Toyala. He finds shooter there for MG who leaves it short, and a foul comes. It's Gavin Hablowitz.
Panthers have done a good job of not letting MG find any good looks so far. Forced him into a bad shot and results in an air ball.
Some subs there for MG as well as for Oregon. Erfurth back in for Dins. Crackman will bring it up. Crackman working left. Gets somewhat of a screen from Carvala, now finds Carvala, now swings to Diaz. Dump off to Hanneman in the corner. Hanneman works back left, finds Crackman. Hand off to Carvala here. Carvala gonna try a three, no good, in and out. Carvala now down to 1 for 7 from 3 tonight. Three-level scorer has done it not at that third level this season. It's Cal Worth, finds Toyala, wide open triple, no good. Crackman the board. Crackman up to 5 points for the Panthers here. Works right, hands off to Erfurth. Now finds Carvala. Carvala inside is fouled and hits that hardwood very hard.
Vaughn Carvala's going to have a chance here at the free throw line, which he's done pretty well this year, shooting about 65%, and he's shot a lot of free throws this year, coming into tonight with the 5th most attempts in the state.
And say that again, he has shot numerous free throws. Front end there, no good. Sub for each team. Diaz check out, Dixon will check in. Caden Connor in and Lachetti out for MG. Carvala puts the second one through. Here's Toyala with it. Step out from Herb. Now they find Svaldi. To Toyala. Into the corner for Connor. Back outside, it's Herb. His triple, no good. Crackman, another rebound. Henry Crackman rebounding at will right now. Would not be surprised to see him at our double-double with ease, perhaps even a triple. Crackman, the left hand is fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for Crackman, who right now has 5 points and probably like 7 or 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been active on the glass tonight.
Front end no good, so Crackman again misses the front end. Let's see if he can continue the trend with the second free throw going through. And it will. 2 for 4, missed both front end free throws, made both back end free throws. Here is Toyala. Working is Connor. Now it's Worth. His 3 no good, and Carvala will sky for the rebound there. Crackman has it poked away by Connor in transition. Crackman will, Connor will finish with the left hand. 29-19. Screen comes, Crackman will drive and finish with the right hand. 8 points now for Crackman, probably 8 rebounds, matching his season averages in the first half. Henry Crackman coming alive in these last couple of games.
He really has, and he actually leads the conference in rebounds per game, which is kind of surprised me as he is one of the smaller centers in this conference.
Swing there, Worth passes up 3, works inside. Carvala blocks that shot in transition. He finds Hanneman up ahead to Crackman, who loses on the way to the rim. Out of bounds it will go. Dins checks in for Hanneman. Good solid shift there for Carson. Now it's Toyala. Dumps off to Herb right away. Now Svaldi, they find Worth with it. MG working quickly to Toyala. Herb again, a lot of good looks. Dixon pokes that one away. Panthers back on the offensive. Connor almost came up with another steal. Here's Dins, wide open tray ball. Is good. Ryan Dins the 3. Panthers up 15 points. Ryan Dins has made his first 3-point attempt just about every single game this season.
He is the best pure shooter, maybe outside of Caden Diaz, on this Panther roster.
Toyala answers with a 3 of his own. MGF finally above 20 points. It's Crackman who works left. Dins has a screen. They get the switch. Now they find Carvala. Screen comes from Dixon. Carvala working on Savaldi. Now passes to Erper. Swinging the corner for Dins. Has it poked away inside. Ryan Dins, right hand off glass. No good. Savaldi the rebound. In transition, he will run. Now dumps off to Erb, who works on Erfurth. The swing to Caden Connor. Now back to Worth. Toyala works inside on Crackman. Good dump off. Caden Connor and one. MG cut the lead back to single digits here with a made free throw. Diaz and Otto will check back in. Isaiah Erb and Caden Dixon to the bench. See, can Connor knock it through? That he can off glass. Carvala down to 30 seconds. Let's see if Panthers hold for last here, trying to get this lead back to 11 or 12 before the half. Crackman working on Caden Connor. Now he spins through traffic, flips it up with the right, no good. Not a very good possession there offensively for Oregon. MG will hold for last now, presumably, with 10 to go in the game, half. Poked out of bounds by Erfurth. 7.8 to go now. Paulus will check in for Diaz. Zach Price, slightly better defender. Matches up a little better with Connor as well. Here's Worth. He flips it to Toyala. Stolen away. Carvala's got 2 seconds. Crackman going to throw it up at the half-court line. It's no good. Panther student section counting down, trying to trip up MG. Ends up working against them. Carvala thought the half was going to end. They didn't realize he had 4 seconds. But now we will go to halftime. 34-25. Your Panthers leading the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. We'll go to break.
Performing a portion of their game day competitive routine. After winter break, your cheer team will begin their competition series on January 6th at Baraboo High School. Let's hear it for your cheer team.
Welcome back in here to half number 2 at Oregon High School as your boys are taking on the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. So again, before we get too deep in the second half, this OCA Media Sports exclusive broadcast is made possible with the generous support of our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And by Culver's of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and your local pizza pit. A big thank you to Taurus Insurance, our scoreboard sponsor for Panther basketball this season. Taurus Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978. Support from local businesses helps OCA Media bring you tonight's game and many other locally produced programs. Please consider becoming a sponsor. Just visit our website for more information at ocamedia.com. Well, we get ready for half number 2 here at Oregon High School. Cole, Panthers hopefully can continue the hot start that they have ran through in the first half, taking MG coast to coast in the first half. Let's see if they can continue and finish this one.
Yeah, I really like what they've been doing. They're not turning the ball over much, and they're not falling in love with the three-pointer. They shot just 6 for 31 from 3 Tuesday night, and they've done a very good job of not really relying on the 3, and they're getting everybody involved once again, and they have completely shut down Isaiah Erb. 0 points to his name. He's the leader for this Silver Eagle team.
Toyala will inbound to Calworth to start us off here in half number 2. Bringing it up against Dins. Hands to Isaiah Erb. Screen comes from Nelson. Erb the drive and fouled by Erfurth. 2 shots coming. Should they'll get that one on the ground, so an interesting call. Erb will inbound for Monona Grove. Box look from them once again. They get it right into Nelson, now to Erb. Shot 3, Isaiah Erb, no good. Crackman the rebound in transition. They will run with Wallenk. Wallenk works, now finds Crackman. Good, give and go, and Crackman up to 10 and 10 now.
Grant Wallenk fired up after that, and that's his passing ability, a really underrated aspect of his game.
Nelson steps inside, now finds Calworth in the corner. Spins it to Isaiah Erb. Kicks, finds Toyala. Dump off to Erb, working on Erfurth. Fall away is good. Isaiah Erb on the board for the first time now, matches that 2 from Crackman. Here is Crackman, swings to Wallenk. Back to Carvala. Carvala just shooting 1 for 7 from 3 in the first half. Gives to Wallenk. Wallenk works baseline, pulls up off glass. Good shot, good make. Grant Wallenk a tough bucket there, working on Savaldi.
Off to a hot start.
Here is Savaldi, finds Erb. Erb, a very slow start. Kicks to Toyala, now to AJ Nelson. Nelson works inside, misses off back iron. Wallenk the rebound up to Henry Crackman. Crackman now slows it down, calls a quick set. Hands to Carvala. Swing to Erfurth. Stepping out to collect is Crackman. Carvala, good look from 3, again is no good. Now down to 1 for 8 from 3 tonight. Toyala in transition with it, working right to the elbow. Now steps back out to the top of the key and finds Nelson. Jab step from Nelson, dump off to Isaiah Erb, who will collect and score. Erfurth almost deflected it, and then once it got through, Erb had a free one. 2 minutes in, score is just where it was as we started. Just a 9-point Panther lead. It's Carvala going baseline through past to Dins. Dins was going to swing to Erfurth. Instead's the dribble toward him. Erfurth back, hands to Carvala. Carvala, another 3, got to get it to go. Does not. Toyala the rebound, back he comes. Finds Valdi. Over to Nelson. Nelson spins on Wallenk and puts it through the contact. Ooh. Almost coming up with that one. Calworth, not quite. Savaldi, good to Vents in transition. MG getting in the grill of the Oregon Panthers right now. The kick to Dins, wide open. Corner 3 ball is good. The sniper Ryan Dins connects on the triple.
That's who the Panthers want shooting the ball. Vaughn Carville's getting too reliable on the three. Need to kick to their other shooters.
Sends that one out for Isaiah Erb. Now back to Savaldi. Going to try a straightaway three. No good. Walling the rebound. Pass up to Carvilla. Walling here. Guarded by Toyala. At the logo. Hands to Erfurth. Erfurth back left with the head. Carvilla on a slip. Couldn't get it through to him. Crackman draws the defensive A.J. Nelson now. Working back left and is fouled on the body by Nelson. Ref's letting him play, I would say. Done a good job so far. No ticky-tack fouls. Walink will receive the inbounds pass there. Finds Dins with it. Dump off to Walink, to the block. Grant Walink working on Toyala. Fall away with the right hand off glass, too strong. In transition, here is Toyala. He works inside, steps through Carvilla and cannot finish. Again, too strong. Carvilla running in transition now with the left, leaves it short.
Rough start for Carvilla to start this second half.
Savaldi has it tipped by Walink and stolen by Carvilla. In transition, it's Erfurth through Isaiah Erb. Right hand won't fall, but 2 free throws coming for Nolan Erfurth. Nolan solid from the free throw line. Makes the first. Erfurth too strong on the second. Here is Toyala. He finds Erb. Drive and spin from Nelson. Right-handed finish, too strong. Kreckman corrals the rebound for Oregon. Here's Carvilla with it. Kicks to the corner for Erfurth. Hand off to Carvilla. Another three is good. Big make there from Carvilla. Timeout. Monona Grove up 14 are the Panthers. Coming off of a Vaughn Carvilla triple. Vaughn gotta get it going from three. Just 2 for 10 from beyond the arc tonight.
It's a huge shot to get the Panthers up to their biggest lead of the night, which is 14, and a little more confidence booster for Vaughn. This is now 2 for 10 from beyond the arc tonight.
Gotta get him going. Do the Panthers from the three-point line. I believe he's up to 19 points on the night now, 18 or 19 for him. Sub here as Austin Lachetti comes in for Emmett Toyala. Panthers have yet to make a substitution this half. Cal Worth bringing it up for Monona Grove. Nelson dumps off to Lachetti. Now hands back to Nelson. Tough finish through traffic with the right hand. Here comes Carvilla with it. Couple of stutters, size up. Now hands back to Crackman, swing to Erfurth. Erfurth working left, hands to Carvilla. Carvilla gonna try another three, no good again. Here come the Silver Eagles with Nelson. The kick to the corner for Cal Worth. He drives, spins on Dins. Carvilla got a hand on that one, but did not quite get enough control. Here is Erb. He works inside through traffic, is fouled. Most likely by Erfurth. Caden Diaz will check in for Oregon. Isaiah Erb shooting 2. Front end is good. Diaz coming in for Carvilla.
Quiet night for Isaiah Erb, who came into the night averaging 15 Not much going for him tonight. Panthers have done a good job not letting him get any open looks.
5 Isaiah Erb points to his name, all coming in the opening 6 minutes of this half. Again, Diaz checked in there, gets Carvala an early break with 17 points here in half number 2. Erb, the second free throw, will go through. So Isaiah Erb, cool, calm, collected at the line from both free throws there. It's Kreckman with it. Works the handoff to Diaz. Now Diaz back, kicks to Kreckman in the corner. Kreckman goes baseline. Back outside to Erfurth. Erfurth through traffic, kicks to Kreckman. Good ball movement there on that left side from the Panthers. It's Kreckman. Follow away with the right is too short. A.J. Nelson with the rebound, and here he comes again from Monona Grove. Had a strong second half so far, has A.J. Nelson. Works on Wallenk here, kicks to the corner. Cal Worth gonna try a 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Wallenk. In transition, it comes with Kreckman. Kreckman will slow down, step outside of Diaz for a 3, no good. Rebound, Luchetti comes up with it. Drive, spin by Erb, and an offensive foul through the shoulder into Erfurth. Mason Hoffer gonna check in. Emma Toyala gonna check in. Erb will go to the bench. Toyala back in. Dins to the bench for Hoffer.
Isaiah Erb was fired up after that one. Him and Nolan Erfurth have had 3 plays just like that, and Nolan Erfurth has gotten the benefit of the doubt in all 3 of them.
Yeah, they're going at it tonight. Erb a senior, Erfurth a sophomore, and Erfurth, I would say, has gotten the better of him so far.
He's drawn 2 charges or 2 blocks. Yep, 2 charges.
Blocks, gotten a charge.
Yep.
Kreckman hands off to Wallenk. Now outside to Hoffer. Hoffer steps through, now finds Diaz. Diaz working top of the key on Cal Worth. Inside, left-handed lay is good. Tough finish there from Caden Diaz. Clock down below 11 to go. Panther lead is 12. Toyala through traffic, kicks to the corner for Luchetti. Now the swing to A.J. Nelson. He works inside, Wallenk pokes it away. Hoffer controls, behind the back. Hoffer's in trouble, has it poked away by Nelson. 3-on-2 opportunity here, and a finish and 1 for Caden Connor. Kreckman, a ton of contact. Caden Connor finishes anyway, and down there below the baseline, it looks like A.J. Nelson is in some pain. Lisa Folks, our great athletic trainer, will come check on him. He's holding his ankle. We'll take a quick break here as we go to timeout. Carvala will check in for Oregon. Looks like Savaldi will come in for MG off of the injury of A.J. Nelson, who is certainly feeling it over there. A hush over Oregon High School right now as they work on the injured player. Couple of MG end of the bench guys going to come over and help Nelson off. Nelson will hobble to the bench where he will get checked out a little more by our athletic trainer here. Nelson looking to be somewhat all right.
Tough look for the 6'3" junior, not putting any weight on that ankle. Hopefully not too serious, like you said, Luke.
Perhaps a sprain of the ankle is what we can hope for there. Connor will shoot 1 as Savaldi does come in. Carvala checking in for Erfurth. Free throw is good for Caden Connor, who connects. MG will come into a press out of the timeout. The lead is 9 for Oregon right now. Hoffer collects. Working past Savaldi. Slows it down, finds Carvala. Carvala will go through traffic. What a finish.
Great finish.
Contorting his body in all sorts of ways and finishing off the high glass. Toyala trying a three, no good. Kreckman comes up with the rebound. Henry Kreckman, the menace on the glass in the Badger Conference. Diaz walks into a transition three, and that one is good. Caden Diaz fired up, as you're going to see him.
The silent killer, Caden Diaz, now with 10 points, 2 threes to his name.
Off the hands of Connor, out of bounds, turnover. Again, the energy was shifting. Now it shifts right back. As we see AJ Nelson limp out of the gym. Kyle Worth takes his seat. Otto into the game for him. Here's Diaz, guarded very intently by, oh my God. Come on, Carla, jeez.
Athleticism on display.
Trying to put a couple Silver Eagles on a poster that time.
Just could not finish.
Toyala was all over Diaz. Panthers got the switch. Carvilla slipped and tried to put not only Lucas Savaldi on a poster, but also Austin Lachetti. Instead, we'll shoot 2 free throws.
With that make, Von Carvilla now over 20 points for the night.
Misses the back end of the free throws there. Here comes Savaldi. Finds Toyala. Kick to Otto and out of the corner for Caden Connor. Errant pass will find the hand of Lucas Savaldi there. Caden Connor works, kicks to Savaldi. Shot three, no good. Hoffer the rebound for Oregon to Diaz. Diaz in trouble, finds Carvalho. The kick to Wallenk. Toyala guards him on the three-point line. Kreckman will hand back to Wallenk here. Wallenk spins left, now works on Toyala. Will give up to Carvalho. Dump off to Diaz. Diaz gonna leave that one short. Rebound will go to Lucas Savaldi. Shot three there. Caden Connor leaves it short. Hoffer can't come up with it. Right into the hands of Austin Lachetti. He'll find Toyala. Toyala gonna try a three, puts it through. Cuts the lead to 12. Timeout, Monona Grove. As Carson Hanneman was checking in, we'll see him on the other end of the timeout, full timeout for Monona Grove. We'll get some rest for his players and talk it over. Gotta get it going quickly, down 12. See who Hanneman takes out of the game here coming out of the timeout. It's like Hoffer will be the one. Panther basketball, Monona Grove will press out of the timeout, looks like. Half-court trap. Diamond trap for the Silver Eagles. Panthers will attempt to work out of it. It's Hanneman. Cross-court heave to Kreckman. Kreckman now to Diaz. Diaz drives through traffic with the right hand, finishes again.
Great finish by Caden Diaz for now his season high on the year.
It's Caden Connor. Left wing swings to Toyala. Now the extra to Joe Otto. All the way to the corner for Austin Lachetti. It's Toyala again, another three and another made shot. Emma Toyala doing everything for Monona Grove, trying to keep them in it here. Again, that diamond look from the Silver Eagles, and again, the Panthers break the press. Trap comes, Diaz in trouble, finishes again. Caden Diaz doing what we all know he could do, finally lighting up the scoreboard for the Panthers, up to 16 points, 14 points.
14 points. So good to see, especially coming off that injury from a couple weeks back.
But Shetty through contact, cannot finish. Rebound batted out to Toyala. Another 3 for Emmett Toyala, no good. Again batted out to Emmett Toyala. Couple subs here for MG as well as a sub for Oregon. Shot from Erb is no good. Crackman comes up with the rebound on a big rebound for Oregon. We'll get them running in transition again with Hanneman. He finds Wallenk, who spins to the block, kicks to Crackman. Back to Wallenk here. Wallenk yet to attempt a 3 tonight. We usually see a couple attempts per game for him. Somewhat of a quiet game from Wallenk with 4 or 6. It's Crackman working left, now back to Diaz. Caden Diaz scored the last 6 points for Oregon. Here's Hanneman, extra to Wallenk. They want to dump it off to Carvala now, and so they go to Hanneman. Hanneman works to Diaz. Diaz tries a heat check, triple, it's good. Caden Diaz, 9 straight, gets him up to 19 points. Here's Lachetti, swings to Toyala. Caden Diaz coming alive. It's Toyala, right-handed lay, no good. Crackman the board. Panthers up to a 16-point lead. It's Carvala. Carvala thought about the 3, thinks the better of it.
I would love a Caden Diaz heat check right here.
Wallenk works inside all the way through Lachetti and is fouled, so
we'll take that too.
2 free throws coming. Erfurth will check in. We see Cal Worth over there, Lucas Savaldi, and AJ Nelson checking back into the game. Looks to have a well-taped ankle. Nelson gonna check back in. Good to see him. Somewhat healthy. Healthy enough to come back into the basketball game at least. Wallenk, the front end is good. Wallenk shoots a lot of free throws in practice. It's one of his main things that he likes to do is just sit there and put them up. Carvala will check out. As for MG, Lachetti takes a seat. Joe Otto takes a seat. Caden Connor takes a seat. Wallenk misses the back end. Here comes Lucas Savaldi, 6 to go in the game. It's Cal Worth back outside of Savaldi now. They wanted to dump it off inside. Instead, they work back with AJ Nelson. Nelson in trouble, finds Savaldi, who finds Cal Worth in the corner. Worth goes baseline through traffic, who finds Nelson. Nelson working on Diaz, flips it up and in. AJ Nelson back to his scoring ways. Has had a very good second half showing for the Silver Eagles. Crackman works to Wallenk, now back to Crackman. He'll work back left, double comes, finds Erfurth in the corner. Erfurth goes baseline, tries to dump it off to Crackman. Tipped and stolen by Monona Grove's Lucas Savaldi. MG trying to make a late push. Crackman fouls Savaldi there. 2 free throws coming for Luca. Vaughn Carvala will come back in. Looks like he's going to take the place of Carson Hanneman here. Front end for Lucas Savaldi. Capable free throw shooter for these Silver Eagles. Front end will go. There is that Carvala for Hanneman sub. Final 5:15 to go. Savaldi puts it through. Wallenk again, MG looking to be in a press. Diaz will throw it up ahead to Erfurth. They find Diaz again. Diaz scored 9 straight kickball there from Savaldi. Diaz really opened this one up for Oregon. Had it not been for those 9 straight, this could be a very close game. Here is Diaz with it. He works left, now back right, steps outside, back left, finds Erfurth. Erfurth works, finds Crackman. Crackman spinning, has to make a pass, does it in the form of Vaughn Carvala. Jab step by on Toyala. Swings it back to Crackman. Now Diaz on the cut. And Kreckman throws it right into the hands of Cal Worth. Kreckman defends in transition. Cal Worth finishes. Kreckman ahead to Erfurth. Erfurth gets a defender in the air, finishes with the right. Veteran move, getting Isaiah Erb to jump. Timeout, Panthers, full timeout. Up 13 with 4:26 to go. Somewhat of a comfortable lead for the Panthers, but MG does score at a quick pace. Lovely Panther cheerleaders there. About to get into their competitive cheer season. 13-point Panther lead coming out of the timeout. No changes for Oregon. Same can be said for the Silver Eagles. Here is Toyala with it. Gives to Cal Worth. Worth working on Diaz. Finds A.J. Nelson. Nelson on the cut. Kicks to Savaldi. Jab step working. Kicks it off his own foot. Diaz in transition. Will slow down. Finding Kreckman. Panthers get into the offense and a foul on Lucas Savaldi. Last to give for the Silver Eagles there. Free throws the rest of the way for Oregon. Erfurth will have to come and get that one. Lacy pass from Kreckman. Gives up to Diaz. Diaz with Toyala on him. Will work through traffic and finish with the left hand. Diaz up to 21 points now.
The silent killer, Caden Diaz, one of his best performances as a Panther in his career. So good to see, especially after the injury in the first game of the season.
Herb swings Toyala extra to Cal Worth. Worth working left, so we'll give to Savaldi. Back to Nelson. Straightaway three. A.J. Nelson misses, and Erfurth can't keep that one in bounds. That'll be an inbound for Isaiah Erb off of the mistake from the Panther guard. Here is Cal Worth. Gives to Toyala. Swing back, shot three, no good. We've been battled for and contested and controlled by the Silver Eagles. Drive as Nelson has it picked off of him by Grant Wallenk.
All night, the Panthers have just been swarming the ball, and they force a lot of turnovers. This is another great performance all around by this defense.
Dribble across, lose it out of bounds. Poked away by Toyala, will keep it with Oregon. And so that's the right call. MG coach not disputing it. 15-point Panther lead, 3 minutes to go. Pass is entered to Carvala. Working past Toyala through traffic, is fouled before the shot. On the push, so Carvala will shoot 1 and 1. Puts the first through, easy as you like.
Vaughn and Caden now tied for the lead in points tonight for the Panthers with 21 each.
Big nights for them, as well as Henry Kreckman. A great night, finishing with 10 or 12 points, I believe, as well as 15 or so rebounds. Could be even more, and I wouldn't be surprised. The drive here from Nelson, spinning on Wallenk. Good pass there, and a finish and one by Luca Savaldi, showing something there. Tough make. Caden Connor will check back in. Take the place at Kyle Worth. Savaldi knocks through the free throw. 3-point play for Luca Savaldi. Wallenk inbounds to Diaz. Now back to Wallenk. Two-man game being played. Oh, Kreckman. Athleticism there. Finds Diaz. Diaz, who had a three there, instead passes it up as to stall more time. Carvala with it with Caden Connor on. Carvala inside through traffic. Almost with the finish. Wallenk can't come up with the rebound. And that one scoots out of the hands of Luca Savaldi. Bad turnover there for the Silver Eagles.
Like you said, another bad turnover for MG. They've just been throwing the ball away all night, and the Panthers have capitalized off it. And that's probably the main reason why they have the 14-point lead.
Wallenk throws that one ahead, has it tipped by Toyala. Toyala working, now dumps it off to Isaiah Erb. Shot three there is good. Panthers moving it ahead with pace. It's Diaz. Clock down to a minute and a half. Lead is 9 only for the Panthers. This lead is dissipated somewhat quickly. Kreckman has that one stripped away. Only a minute and a half left, but a 9-point lead is quite erasable. So Valdi finishes at the rim, but an offensive foul. 11-point lead, my bad. Read the scoreboard wrong. Savaldi extends the arm, receives the violation. Wallenk works ahead in trouble and has it stripped, but a foul first will result in Wallenk free throws. One and one coming for the Panther forward, number 12. Wallenk misses. Carvalho, the offensive rebound. Poked out of bounds. It'll go to Monona Grove. Good effort there from A.J. Nelson to poke that one away from the Panthers small forward. Toyala hands off to Caden Connor. Connor works now. Kicks back to Toyala. Shot three and a step out. Toyala buries it. Timeout, Monona Grove. Down to an 8-point lead with a minute to go. Scores around the 6:08. Beaver Dam is going to beat DeForest tonight in another Badger Conference matchup. DeForest, massively struggling so far this season, falls to 1-4 in conference play. Beaver Dam improves to 4-1 to tie Wanakee for that number 1 spot in conference. Should this lead hold, Panthers and Monona Grove will be tied at 3-2. Either tied for 3rd place in the conference in a 3-way with Milton, or tied for 3rd in the conference with just MG. Milton at 2-2 right now as well. The Panthers. Carvilla in transition is fouled on the way up. Had a chance at a poster there. Cannot quite finish. Carvilla shooting 2 here. Double bonus now. Those are shooting either way. Misses the first. Erfurth in for Diaz. Carvilla puts the second through. Here comes Toyala. Lead up to 9. Savaldi just going to try a 3. Puts it through. Lead down to 6 now. Timeout Monona Grove.
Well, MG started very slow from three-point land in the first half, but all of a sudden they've just been lighting up this Panther defense that's been allowing a lot of threes this year, and now the lead is just at 6.
Doing what they've done best. Silver Eagles connecting.
Panthers this year allowing their opponents to shoot over 60% from 3. That is an alarming amount. Panthers themselves are shooting just south of about 25%.
Inbounded to Crackman in trouble, is fouled. Gonna get A.J. Nelson on the reach. Panthers lucky there, I would say.
Yes. I feel like that easily could have been a jump ball.
Erfurth and Calworth into the game. A.J. Nelson, believe, might have just fouled out or is very close to it. Erfurth will come and take the place of Caden Diaz quickly. Rather, yeah, Caden Diaz. Front end no good from Crackman. Big free throw here could extend this lead to 3 possessions with a make. Cannot. Savaldi ahead to Toyala. MG gotta go. Here is Isaiah Erb. Finds Savaldi, extra to Calworth. Now to Toyala, back to Isaiah Erb. Erb inside through contact. Cannot finish. Wallenk can't get the rebound, but he is fouled by Isaiah Erb, who is fired up. Wallenk will shoot 2. That will be the end of the night for Isaiah Erb.
Fouling out.
MG's arguably best player. Done for the night. Gavin Hablowitz will check in for him. Wallenk will shoot 2. Front end is good. Extends that lead to 3 possessions. Connects on the second as well. Toyala in transition, finds Savaldi, walks into a 3, no good, but is fouled by Crackman. 3 free throws coming. Crackman does not agree with the call. Monona Grove fans happy with it. Joe Otto will check in here. Last foul to give as well for Oregon. 3 big free throws for Lucas Savaldi. Puts the front end through. Gavin Hablowitz will check out for Joe Otto. Second from Savaldi, just as good. Lucas Savaldi, very, very comfortable at the line. Diaz will check in for Nolan Erfurth. Better rebounder is Diaz, and a better scorer. Better free throw shooter as well. Savaldi leaves the third one short. Rebound goes to Carvilla, and he is contacted and fouled by Caden Connor. Another reach for Monona Grove. their 13th or 14th team foul this half. Gavin Hablowitz. Nolan Erfurth's going to check back in. These two just contingencies for free throws and defense. Same with Joe Otto and Caden Diaz. As we see that exact same substitution as we just saw. Front end made for Carvala. Lead back to 7. Second is good as well. Toyala will pick up. Clock down below 15 seconds. Working left is Toyala. Spinning back on Erfurth. Kicks to Hablowitz. Not much time. Down to 8. Savaldi travels as he's trying to step outside. And that should be the final nail in the coffin for the Silver Eagles, as Diaz will check in.
Panthers will improve to 5-3, and they have now won 5 of their last 6 games, playing their best basketball so far this season.
After a very rough start, Panthers will get another W here at home by 8. As you said, Cole, 5 of the last 6, improving to 5-3 and 3-2 in conference. Will tie MG for number 3 in the conference. Just 1 game behind Beaver Dam and Wanakee. Panthers will still play Beaver Dam twice this season, and Wanakee once, and MG once. Obviously, we're still early on here in the season for the boys as well as the girls 11-0. Our next OCA Media broadcasts are going to be next Thursday and Friday, Christmas tournaments for both the boys and girls. Boys are going to be playing Edgerton and Sauk Prairie. Girls will have Columbus and Westosha Central, respectively, on the Thursday and Friday. Me and Cole will be there for all 4 of those games. Guys can tune in here on OCA Media for all 4 of those. They will be early afternoon and into nighttime for both of those games. But now we can wrap this one, as again, that final score 72-64. We thank you guys for tuning on in. I have been Luke Marx alongside me, Cole Krueger. Thank you, Jordan Ake, for doing the filming up here for us. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you from OCA Media Sports.